What's up, YouTube? Mr. Random here checking in, baby. Today is the day that a lot of us been waiting for, you hear me? It's class in session, school time. Y'all see we got the truck, got a trail on that thing. About to load up and get ready to push out of here. Go to BR and get this tuning job done. All the thermal transmission fluid up in the truck. Check the oil, check the water already. Y'all see she a little rough, but I'm gonna shake her back. Y'all see that, baby? You hear me? We connected on that, so let's see what we got up in here. Let's see what we got up in here. Midnight. Is you ready, baby? Today is your day. School time. Trying to get ready for school, you hear me? So I'm gonna pull this baby out. I'm gonna let it run for a little while. Like I said, check the fluid in the truck, make sure everything Gucci. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute, gang. Got a problem. Midnight don't want to crank. I think I done put one of the bad relays in. Gotta do a little switcheroo. Whichever relay that is, it gotta be the one for the fuel pump. We gotta take him out of there. I think it's this one right here. I think this the one that's bad right here. Let's go ahead and try him now. Yes, sir. So, this the bad one right here. I'm going to stick him up in this spot right here. We're going to leave him to the side. Like I said, we're going to pull this thing out. We're going to get ready to get up out of here. Open this here door, son. Close. Can't scratch me right up. Can't scratch my baby up. Let's get it, baby.
I see you hater, my motivator. Y'all make me greater.
Alright, y'all. Y'all see we got midnight on the trailer, baby. And as y'all can see, it is still spitting out a lot of oil out the exhaust as well. So I got the fans running right now to let them cool off. I think the thermostat open because I heard a difference in how the motor sound. Let me get everything strapped down. Probably pull them up a little bit more. And we headed to get tuned, y'all. Put y'all back on in a minute. Alright, gang, y'all see, baby, we all loaded up the truck, mine on the trailer, so we about to hit the road, and y'all stay tuned, man. Let's take a ride. Crossing that grid of New Orleans Bridge, you hear me? Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Feeling good. Good timing and everything, you hear me? And I think I figured out why we was leaking oil out that turbo. It was leaking a good bit this morning, so I Googled it. Still, after I changed that part, it's still leaking oil, so I Googled it, and I ain't got no ventilation on my crankcase. So what I'm gonna do, so it don't leak all that oil while we getting it tuned, I do have a vent for my oil filter, but I'm just gonna take the oil catch can. I mean, not the oil filter. I have a vent for the oil catch can. I'm gonna take the can off and let the SS game. We got the SS pulling the SS, you hear me? Let's get it now. Did make it, man. The truck did good. As soon as I took the exit and slowed down to come to a stop, I noticed that like it wouldn't come out of first gear. So hopefully that's nothing major. I noticed the speedometer wasn't working. Hopefully it acts right once I start it back up, and we'll head to the house after that, gang. I do have another transmission. We just need to get this car off and get it home. I'll holler at y'all in a minute.
They got certain approved gas that they'll let you run, but it's like you got to add 100 pounds to the car.
Yeah, hopefully that PCM just needed a reset, whatever's going on with that transmission.
What do you do for a living?
Electrician.
Okay.
Go back to work tomorrow. Back on days. Say you're gonna be retiring soon, huh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I got enough money. I probably retire till like next Thursday. So the way I do this is I tell two stories. I start off with the muffler shop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go to the muffler shop and you get the exhaust guy in there to cut you off a piece of pipe this long. And I want you to put it in your hands and I want you to try to bend it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, you can't bend it.
Right.
Now, let's say I take a stick of pipe, and let's say it's the same diameter, same wall thickness, same material construction, everything's exactly the same, but I lay that stick of pipe down and I go get another stick and I weld onto the end of it, and I start here, and I got a continuous run of pipe from here to the end of that street.
Right.
But it's the same material as that little short stick. But my question to you is, how hard is it to bend it?
It'll be much easier.
It's like a wet noodle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the only thing we've changed is the length. As it gets longer, it's going to get weaker. Okay, now that's story number one. Story number two, there's a playground out there, and there's some kids out there playing jump rope. Okay, so I got to stand up because I have to talk with my hands. So the kid's standing there holding jump rope. There's another kid holding the other jump rope, and they're spinning that rope. And as they spin that rope, the rope is in an arc like this. Now, the reason it's in that arc is centrifugal force, because as you spin it, you got centrifugal force acting on the center of that rope, making it want to bow out. Okay? Now, my running joke is the parents of those kids had a really weird sense of humor, because one of those kids' name is transmission, and the other kid's name is differential. Okay? So my point is, you have the exact same force acting on that drive shaft as those kids are causing with that jump rope. Okay, so it's essentially transmission's holding it, rear end's holding it, and you're spinning this thing. Okay, you got centrifugal force that's trying to make the drive shaft do this. Okay, now back to my deal about the length, and that's why that was important. As that drive shaft gets longer, it's going to get weaker. Okay, and you can go look this up online. There's a term that they use called critical speed for a drive shaft. Okay, the critical speed is the maximum RPM that you can spin that drive shaft before it does that. Okay, and different drive shafts have different critical speeds. Like Dyno, for instance, if you go to their website, they got all these different part number drive shafts, and they got all these specifications. It'll say, look, I got this U joint and this yoke and all this other horse shit. And one of the specifications is the critical speed. Okay, so the problem is, if let's say this motor, and I'm just throwing an example, let's say that you click this thing into high gear, and you're 6,500 RPMs, and your torque converter don't have much slip, that drive shaft's at 6,500.
Right.
Well, if the critical speed of it is 4,500, you got a bomb sitting there.
Right.
Okay, now, I'm going to say this, not trying to be a dick. A few years ago, there was this guy from New Orleans came up, worked at a tire store, had a Camaro. I dynoed the car, and before we started, I told him, I said, dude, this drive shaft is going to fucking tear your transmission up. Oh, no. And then he starts giving me all this bullshit. Man, I had to take a day off work and all this other horse shit. So, okay, no problem. We put it on there, second pull, cracked the tail shaft housing on the transmission. Okay? So he fixes it, comes back, he's got another bullshit drive shaft. And I told him, like, dude, you're going to have to get a good drive shaft. And he started, the yoke was doing, kind of talking down to me like I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like, look, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I've been doing this shit for 20 goddamn, I don't even know how long. But and if I'm telling you this, I'm not telling you this just to be talking. So this time, though, we didn't crack the tail shaft housing. Cracked the whole fucking case on the transmission, split it open. And then he goes around talking shit about me afterwards. So I'm just telling you for your own benefit, so you're not. Now, let me go one step further on this. I know this shit's expensive, and like I said, I'm not making a dime off of this, but at the end of the day, I want to see you succeed if you're my customer. The problem, you say, well, I'm going to go get a drive shaft, and you go look it up online, somebody close to you, well, there's a guy down the street that builds drive shafts. The problem is 90% of those people that do it are in material. Well, they're doing it for big trucks. Okay? Because, like there used to be Margot up over here. Margot was in the business of working on 18-wheeler trucks. Okay, they happen to build drive shafts, and there's another place down in South Baton Rouge that does the same shit. They work on 18-wheelers, and I guess they tear up drive shafts a lot. But the problem is, and this will fuck people up when I tell them this, there's more than one way that drive shaft can get destroyed. A diesel doesn't RPM. If that thing's doing 2,000, 2,500, that's a lot. Your engine is just coming off idle at 2,500.
Exactly.
Okay, so the problem is a diesel has torque. So a diesel's going to twist a drive shaft. That motor out there is not really going to twist the drive shaft, but what it's going to do is it's going to RPM so fast, it's going to rip it in half. You see what I'm saying? So it's a totally different failure.
Yeah.
Like that one, if you look at that one wasn't twisted.
Right.
If you look at that drive shaft, it's not
just
twisted.
exploded.
It just fucking
Yeah.
did that. Okay? So again, you look at it, if that would have been a diesel, it would look like a fucking candy cane. Okay? So a lot of people don't look at the mode of the failure too.
Yeah.
So what I would tell you, there are people out there online who are in the business of building drive shafts for people who drag race.
Okay.
Okay, you've got like Denny's Drive Shafts, the Drive Shaft Shop, Mark Williams. And I know Mark Williams, I've seen it advertised because, see, back to the drive shaft thing, when they build this thing, they got to put it on a balance machine like a tire and balance it. Well, most of these drive shaft places will only balance them to like 2,500 RPMs, which is fine for a diesel.
Yeah.
But you got to go way higher than that because of what you're doing. Mark Williams, as a for instance, balances their drive shafts at 8,000 RPMs.
Okay.
So my thing is, if you spin that thing 8,000 and it don't blow up, it's fine behind your car.
Right. Gotcha.
So now,
Appreciate it.
one last thing on that, and then I'll shut up about drive shafts. Sometimes you can get away with shit on the street because the thing is, you got a suspension in the car. Suspension is going to move up and down.
Right.
Well,
It kind of helps it out.
it takes up some of this bullshit. Well, the problem is once we put on the dyno, the suspension ain't moving. It's locked.
Yeah.
So if there's any kind of bullshit going on, it has no place to go. And then that's when it does that.
Right. Gotcha.
So that's my sermon this morning on drive shafts.
Completely understand. Appreciate that advice.
Programming system. Okay. And unfortunately, my laptop's not up. The laptop I use is Windows 8, and I've got to go to Windows 10. And even if I did that, there's still no guarantee that I can get rid of it. You say you tried resistors, like these little simulators that plug in? Right. That's what you tried? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did. I'm not sure. That would be. I know something.
Spend more money, gang. Gotta get fuel rails, gotta get a drive shaft, add an air temperature sensor. Serious, huh? Do it again.
Huh?
It's serious. Big number there.
Hang on.
Something ain't right.
That's gonna be my guess.
668.
That's gonna be my guess.
And that's on 10 pounds?
Yep. So I see it in my pants. I was gonna say 650, and I did the math.
Yeah.
So I was pretty close on a guess.
Just get all my shit right in.
Yeah.
And bring it back. Yeah, that's serious. I'm on. Let's see what this thing's doing here. Still doesn't feel. 55 when you got on it, and idle about 58. Still fucking blowing some fumes.
I put another hotel in and see what they were going to say for the hotel downtown. In the hotel downtown, they said $48. And he said, well, what y'all charge is? I said, on the meter, to that hotel, it'll be $19. He's like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, nope.
Taxes are cheaper.
And then the only trip I got out the airport today, I went to Cook's Hotel. The lady canceled her Uber because it was taking too long. And so I said, well, you don't mind me asking you how much Uber was charging you? And she says, $38. I said, oh, on our meter, it would run exactly $25. And I said, well, I'm going to run my meter and let you see it. And exactly, it ran $25.
Right.
And she's like, oh my God. I say, yeah, that's what our meter runs. I said, but we don't come up with our prices. I say, the city and the state, we are regulated through them. I said, so we have a seal on our meters. They run our meters. They check us. We don't come up with our own prices or anything like that. I said, but Uber is pushing us out of the way. I said, then they're going to charge whatever they want to charge, and then ain't nothing nobody else can do nothing about it at all. I said, but people don't know that, though. I say, so the younger generation, they're pushing their grandparents, their parents to take Ubers and Lyfts, but they have no idea what the prices really are or anything like that. And I say, I'm not mad because, that's the millennium. That's what's going on today. Today. So, I said, yeah, I appreciate those that still, uses taxis and everything. I said, I still appreciate those that still, come out and use taxis and everything. I said, but people have no idea at all. I said, we pay commercial insurance, we pay airport fee. It's not free for us to be at the airport. We pay to be at the airport, quarterly. We pay fees to be there and stuff. I said, so no, I said, people have no idea what we pay just to be in business and everything. And they said, well, why you don't drive for both? I said, well, I can't drive for Uber or Lyft with my name on the door. I said, I would literally have to go ahead and take my name off the door and to drive for them because I can't have my name on a car. You got to have no name on your door for the drive for them. I say, so I've been driving already for a long time. I said, when it get to where I don't have any clients at all, then I'll probably be, okay, this is for me. It's no longer, I stopped driving completely. I say, that's why I say a lot of the taxis I went out of business because when Uber and Lyft came and then the pandemic came, that hurted the rest of the business and stuff. I said, yeah, I say it has been very hard. Like now we sit for hours before we get a fare, They said, well, why don't you maybe switch and drive for Uber or Lyft? I say, true that. I said, but I still have other clients that's still out there and expect me to drive. I said, so if we get to where I don't have any at all, then it is time for me to say goodbye to driving because I am getting tired of driving because I've been doing it for a while. So, yes, it's time for me to actually, when it gets to where I don't have anybody, then, yeah, I don't think I'm going to drive Uber or Lyft. It's time for me to say goodbye.
That's what if they known that it was cheaper to do a taxi, then you have more people doing taxi.
Yeah.
They just playing follow leader with the Uber.
Right. So, see, the whole thing was it was supposed to be, we get Uber, Lyft in about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But it's not like that. People stand over there on that side where you were standing. I've seen people wait 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Before they come, right. And like the lady I got today, she canceled her Uber. She said, it would take too long. She canceled and walked across the street to my car. I didn't ask her did she want a taxi because she had a phone like you had your phone in your hand. I thought she was looking for a car, her Uber driver. She said, I was. She said, it was taking too long. I just canceled it. So, She said, but when they first bought Uber about, that was the thing. It was only going to take 2 minutes, 3 minutes to get a driver, somebody to pick you up. And now, they be waiting. It take a while for you to get a driver. And then your prices are higher than our prices. So I'm like, okay.
Alright, gang, your boy Random here checking in, baby. We done started in a Silverado. Gang, this has been a rough day, y'all. We started in the Silverado first. The damn transfer case cracked on the Silverado, guys. So I've been all around, man. I went to the damn airport trying to get a rental vehicle. I didn't have to catch a taxi from the airport back to U-Haul. I got the car tuned. He wasn't able to dyno tune it. Other things, nothing went wrong. Everything went well. I did drive it. It's running good. Man, it's been a rough one, y'all. But you know, he didn't want to put on a dyno with that stock drive shaft and being a popped it. You know, so he recommended me getting a drive shaft. He recommended me route my fuel lines to the center of the fuel rails, then splitting them off so they could get an even amount of gas. You know. Other than that, he said get an air temperature sensor. So got to do a few little things before you bring it back to the dyno. He only gonna charge me $200 to put it on a dyno. And the man said, y'all see what he said, 668. He said that's what we gonna make to the ground. That's the numbers he came up with. So that's what we gonna do, baby. So y'all stay tuned and comment, like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for the trip. We about to go load the money up now so we can drop the trailer and this here truck off. I'll let y'all shortly, baby. Yeah. Y'all see it, man. Out here at the racetrack, had to get a truck and a trailer. Well, Monte Carlo looking good. She running good too. We gotta bring it back, get that dyno done. See what's up with that. Yeah. I'll get with y'all in a minute, gang. Alright, gang, we made it back to the house. I'm just showing y'all a quick little update of what happened and why we had to get the truck towed home. Y'all see the transfer case? It's busted, so I have to take care of that. Probably give me another drive shaft, and not too major. We're gonna get it fixed. Y'all know that, but was a little setback, but good thing is that we made it home. And midnight running good too. I'll pull out the garage and let it run for a little while and let y'all see.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, goddamn it, I'm not.
All right, Mr. O'Neill.